Hi y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. Hey, we're up in the gun room today. Been trying to do this video for 6 or 7 months. We're going to talk to you today about gun solvents, cleaners, lubricants, protectants, all that stuff. You know, it used to be you had your hoppies and your rem oil and bang, you were done. It's just not that way anymore. There's so many of these products out there. We're swimming in an ocean of advertisements and claims, and it boggles the mind. And I looked at this about 6 or 7 months ago and said, I want to pick one. I want something that works for me. And the only way to do that is sort of work your way through them and figure out, which claims are true and which aren't. And I'm reached the point where I think I've got a good handle on it, and I thought I'd bring you the results. So here we go. Now, a caveat: I'm not a prepper. I'm not someone who is involved in firearms to worried about end times or zombie apocalypse or any of that stuff. I'm a consumer when it comes to firearms. I like to take them to the range, and I like to have them around for the unlikely case where I need to defend myself. So in that circumstance, I want the gun to function, obviously. So if you're a prepper, if you're expecting your AR-15 to run for 2,000 rounds because you're sitting in a foxhole outside your house, this isn't a review for you. You may want to go get more in depth in these products, and there are plenty of them out there. Now, if you're a consumer and you're like me, you go to the range, you shoot, you have fun, you maybe have a concealed carry piece, you keep a gun around the house for protection. That's really who might be the audience for this video, so keep that in mind. All right, let me run down the list and show you what it is I tried, and so to give you my rough impressions of each one and then tell you my conclusion. So we got the Hornady One Shot. This is a gun cleaner and dry lube. Ballistol. This guy does it all. It cleans, lubricates, protects, and is biodegradable. Frog Lube in various forms. This stuff's great. It smells like you could put it on ice cream. USDA certified bio-based product. 98%. I don't know what that means, but it smells good. Liberty Gun Lube. Breakthrough, military grade weapon cleaning solvent. Breakthrough. Fire Clean. This is another CLP. M-Pro 7 gun cleaner. And last but not least, Break Free. Kind of the oldest of the new, the standby. Well, I tried these out over time. I tried them with each other. I'd put one of the solvents on, then use one of the lubes, and I used them in conjunction with my ultrasonic cleaner. And where do I come out? Well, here it is. They all work. There's a one of these products that won't do what they're saying they do. The CLPs, they will clean, they will lubricate, they do protect. The solvents break stuff down. They all do what they're advertised to do. The way I clean my guns, I typically do light cleanings, with the exception of my concealed carry gun. I'll bring a gun back from the range. I'll break it down, get the surfaces, the common surfaces clean. A lot of times I'll just take and wipe them down. As long as they look like they still have lube on them, I'm fine. I put them back up. Some guns I don't clean, but every 3 or 4 trips to the range, just because they're that kind of gun. Glocks that I don't carry for protection, I clean them when I think about it. My ARs, I don't clean them, but every 500 rounds. But every 1,000 rounds or so in a pistol, I'll run it through the ultrasonic cleaner. I mean, that's just me. I'm much more diligent about my home defense weapons and my concealed carry pieces. But that being said, even for that application, any of these things is going to work. So where do I come out on this? Well, I've got a few points that I consider when making my decision. First of all, I clean my guns in my home where we live. And so I don't want gun cleaners that are caustic. I don't want them stinking up the house. So anything that is odorless or has a pleasant odor is a big plus. I don't want to blow a bunch of money on gun cleaners. I want things that are cost effective. I don't want to be buying this stuff every 3 weeks and spending $30. I don't want to spend all my time cleaning guns. I want to shoot guns. I want them for protection. I'm not into breaking down my guns into every little part every time and polishing every little spring. It just, some people are very meticulous that way and they enjoy that part of the sport. And, you know, good on you. You know, go big. It's not me though. So I'm going to pick products that keep me from having to do that. So with that in mind, here's what my choices are. I like the M Pro 7. It's cost effective and it works very well. You get a lot of it for, you know, $30. I use that when I want to strip a gun down, take all the oils and everything off and run it through the ultrasonic cleaner. I'll take all the parts, soak it in M Pro 7, stick it in the ultrasonic cleaner. When I pull it back out, rinse it off, blow dry it with an air compressor, and then Ballistol. This stuff lasts a very long time. It does smell a little bit, but that odor goes away fairly quickly. It is biodegradable and it doesn't have carcinogens in it. So even though the smell isn't the greatest, you know, it's not terrible in the house. Plus, it's good on lots of things. You know, you can use this on leather and wood and clean knives with it. So that's a great product. If I've got a gun that's a little bit finicky, that needs a little bit extra lube, or I've got something where, you know, I want sort of layered protection on it, both of these products, the Fire Clean and the Liberty Lube, both will do that, and either one works fine. They're about the same price. They run about $30 for 4 ounces. The Fire Clean, you know, you need to be a little more meticulous about. You apply it in layers for days, and it works. The guns that I've done this to are very, very slick, and it does a great job of lubricating, and it does a great job of keeping the gun clean. So does the Liberty Lube. You know, if you're one of those people who are really, you know, interested in the gun running at temperatures and you know, you are a little bit more concerned about being able to put 1,500 rounds through your AR, check that product out. It's expensive. It was $28, $30 or something for a 4-ounce bottle, but it might be something to look at. These are really, they feel like good lubricants. That being said, the Ballistol will work fine. It's inexpensive and effective. That may be a little controversial, I don't know. I know a lot of you out there are going to say, well, I really like this cleaner, I like that. You know what, I'm not going to disagree with you. You're going to throw that stuff out there and I'm going to look at you and say, yeah, it probably works. And if you like the product you're using, you know, there's no reason to switch. What you're using works. Stick with it. If it fits into your budget, it allows you to clean guns the way you want to clean them. It's fantastic. If you want to know more about any of these cleaners, if you're interested particularly about one or the other, you know, comment in the video. If I know an answer, I'll give it to you. I'll do my best. I probably will do a little more in-depth video on the Fire Clean just because that's kind of an involved process, but they all work. Hey, before I go, I just want to talk about one last thing. I did start the Nerd Gone South gear store. There's a link here inside the description. So if you're, you know, just desperate to have my mug running around on the top of your head, that's the place you can go do it. We got some patches up and some stickers for your gun cabinet. You know, the videos cost money to do. If you enjoy the content and you want to help support the channel, that's one way to do it. There is a viewer support button somewhere on the front page of the channel site. If you want to do that, that's a great way to do it as well. As always, a way to help the channel, share your videos out on Facebook or Twitter or whatever social media sites you're involved in. All those things bring traffic to the site and help me to make the videos, and I appreciate the support. All right, always remember, anyone can shoot and have fun, and you can use any of these products to clean your guns. We'll see you next time.